Welcome to Wednesday in the Word. On behalf of Pastor Gillespie Sr. and the Greater Love Missionary Baptist Church, we thank you for joining us this evening in the virtual world. As this is being recorded, we are currently celebrating Black History Month. And as a Black man myself, I take great appreciation in the knowledge and history of Black people. Every moment that you live, every moment that you breathe, as a Black person in this world, you are constantly engraved in Black history. The glory, the power, the divinity, the pain, the struggle, the endurance that birthed millions of generations of greatness in Black history now flows in the DNA of every living Black person on this earth today. That means that we are born to be great. It is our nature to be good. And every day that you grow more into a graceful and peaceful being. However, in order to reach this greatness, you must be tested. You must overcome tribulation in order to prove the authenticity of your power. Our sister, the late Maya Angelou, mastered the art of recreating the depth of feeling that lived within a Black woman. And she expressed herself, and when she did, she began to record these emotions so elegantly. These writings became poems so relatable to every African American who has read them, that even as she has transcended, her words will continue to echo through the generations of the future. Let's hear the words that were written by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you all besses with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides. Still, just like hope's springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness offend you? Don't take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream. I am the hope of the slaves. I rise, I rise, I rise. I want you to remember that this evening as we take that statement and we file it in our subconscious, and still I rise. In the Holy Bible, I want to read a portion of scripture from Micha chapter 7 and verse 8. In the King James Version, the scripture reads, "Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise." I want to briefly speak this message to you today that no matter what level of life you are on, you can be poor, middle class, or wealthy. You can be well educated and live like the Huxtables, have a bunch of friends, and be the center of everyone's life. You can glow up, level up, and ascend to higher statuses. You can even be in a completely different place in your life than where you used to be. But no matter what level you ascend to, you will always have to start at the bottom of your new level. There's always a beginning to your new journey. So there'll never be a point in your life where you won't have to get up. Every time that you are faced with a challenge in your life, you will be knocked down. You will be beat up. And no matter how cute you are, no matter how much money you got, pepper spray and a gun ain't gonna stop life from giving you some battle scars. But when life knocks you down, it is at that moment where you will have the opportunity to rise again. See, the greatest thing about a comeback is that you have a testimony of where you've come from. But you can't have a comeback story. Don't miss this. You can't have a comeback story if you never go anywhere. You can't come back from a place that you never left. You have to move forward, even if that means facing some things that you are afraid of. In our scripture reading, the Israelites acknowledge their fall, which is caused by their continuous sin and idolatry. Micha, to the Assyrians and the Chaldeans, reminds them that though they have fallen to the state of captivity and darkness, he prophesies their future by saying, I shall arise. And I wonder where I would be at if my ancestors, who some were in much worse conditions than I am in today, if they never thought that no matter how many times they were beat, how many times they were cursed at, that one day we as a people will rise again. I'm only standing here today because some black man or some black woman on a plantation took the beatings that I would have gotten if I was there. A family was separated and sold to another slave owner so that I can live right now in a house full of my blood relatives. Black men hung in trees so I can develop the confidence and courage to stand up to my oppressors. Black women were raped by their masters in front of their sons and husbands. Yet now I have the opportunity to see my parents love each other for 26 years. How could I arise if someone else had not fallen before me? How would I know what it's like to stand if I never saw a mother stand courageously in 1955 after her 14-year-old son was lynched due to racism? I would not even think about giving up. I would not think about standing if Dr. Martin Luther King didn't tell me that it starts with a dream. I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights, yet still I rise. I've seen the lightning flash, and I heard the thunder roar, and I felt sentence breakers dashing, trying to conquer my soul, but still I rise. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, because still, come on somebody, I rise. Well, my brothers and my sisters, you may be looking from wherever you are, asking, well, how do you have the confidence to rise again? Well, let me tell you that I have the confidence to rise because I'm not afraid to fall. There's an exercise called a trust fall. I know some of y'all have tried that back in your day. A trust fall, where someone on an elevated level will fall back in hopes that there is someone beneath them prepared to catch them. Some people would not fall if they did not have something at the bottom to brace the impact. Well, a long time ago, even before I was the gleam in my Father's eyes, God knew I was on the verge of falling. So we took a chance and allowed me the opportunity to trust him again. And I realized that when I trust him, he'll keep me from falling. How do I know? Because now unto him, who is able to keep you from falling, I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise.
For the greater love experience. Get ready for the great